So maybe you've just been diagnosed with diabetes, or you've had diabetes for a long time. You go on Dr. Google and there's just an overwhelming amount of information on how you can better manage your diabetes or control your diabetes. What do you do? Hi everyone, my name is James Marin. I'm a holistic registered dietitian, environmental nutritionist, author, speaker, and diabetes expert. I want to talk to you today about how to know you're looking at something credible and what I look for when I'm looking at research or looking at articles or reading the latest book regarding health or diabetes in general, okay? So let's go through what I look for. Number one, let me just make this first point is it's important to research how to research, okay? So before you do research, you want to research how to research, because there's a way to understand statistics. There's a way to understand a case study versus a peer-reviewed article versus a clinical trial versus a meta-analysis, okay? For many of you, you're like, what does that even mean, okay? You don't have to dive that deep, you know, but hopefully you can find a health professional, you can find a researcher who knows that information and knows what they're talking about. If you want to take it into your hands, I recommend you take a class maybe at your local community college, or you can research online, watch some videos, look at articles, and look up statistics. Look up how to research before you start researching. Number two, the thing I look for is, does the article, and this is more for like blogs or different articles you find even from Time magazine or any type of big news publication, does it cite sources, okay? So are there sources on there that's citing, or is this just someone's opinion? That is huge. Number three then is to ask them, are these sources credible? So if they are cited properly, you can look if they're coming from a peer-reviewed journal, or if they're coming from a textbook, or maybe they're citing another blog. So you have to really look at where the sources are coming from and if they are credible. And number four, even if those sources are credible, something I look for is who is funding this research. So even if the sources are coming from a big university or a big, journal or a big research firm, are they credible? Because if the article's about how eggs are super healthy, but it's funded by the egg board, then there's a little conflict of interest. And this happens more often than you think, okay? So it's important, if you wanna do this, but this is something I do as a health professional, is when I come across a research study, I always look at who's funding it, where are they getting their funding, where's the money coming from? Okay, so that is very important. Lastly, you wanna think about, what is your goal? Okay, so when you're looking for research, is your goal to just subside your symptoms? Is your goal to beat your diabetes? What are you looking for? Because there's gonna be a lot of different information. A lot of the information is tailored to you having diabetes for the rest of your life and just better managing it. But for many of you watching, you do not have to live with diabetes for the rest of your life. You can reverse your symptoms. So depending on what you're looking at, a lot of it's gonna tell you that you are just gonna have diabetes forever. And that's it. It's just about having these okay, fasting numbers and have okay postprandial numbers and just kind of live with it. Take your medication and you'll be fine. But again, I can tell you there's a lot of research out there that shows people reversing their diabetes. There's a lot of research out there that shows people, type 2 diabetics on insulin, getting off insulin, okay? So that's what I base my practice out of. That's what I base my information that I give to my patients out of and where it comes from. So if you want to learn more about that, click the link below. Learn about what you can eat, the recipes you can try, what foods to avoid, and how to just not only better manage, which is great. If you can better manage, that is amazing, but also reverse your symptoms. Say goodbye to diabetes and beat your diabetes, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, share it with friends and family. Help them to learn and educate themselves. Research how to research, right? And if you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up, and as always, have a wonderful day.